Hola, buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches. Aquí estamos en otro episodio de The Other World. Vamos a ver qué nos espera el día de hoy, ver qué nos encontramos, cómo avanza la historia y nada más. En el episodio anterior nos quedamos en... Estamos haciendo el DLC del mirador del eridano. Y tenemos dos misiones. Tenemos esta, que es informar al administrador, y luego esta, que es seguir la pista al profeta. Vamos a hacer primero la del administrador. Ya que está más cerca. No, aquí no era. ¿Dónde era leche? Es arriba. Ahí. Y aquí volveremos más adelante porque hay un arma y todavía no sé cómo conseguirla. Ya más adelante averiguaré cómo conseguirla y de aquí no nos vamos sin conseguirla. Las cosas como son.
Attention all personnel. Unscheduled pollination cycle is about to commence. Please evacuate the orchards at this time. Releasing the wasquitos for pollination. Cycle is now in progress.
What is that sound? And why am I sure we're about to find out?
Corre, Paco. A ver si podemos solucionarlo sin tener que matar a ninguno.
Sounds just released.
Here they come!
Feels good. So fun.
Pero no tienen combate.
Identified. Dropped object is an
Que para esto
organic
necesitaría
explode.
mejor.
There you go.
Caution advised.
Timeline discrepancy
Wasquito
detected
veterans
nearby.
release the chemical patent pending name withheld. That
¿Lo
makes
ya? Sí. Ujú. Hecho. Esto, mapa. Relativo de lujo, no. Por aquí sí. Vamos a viajar rápido, que para eso lo tenemos, ¿no?
What floor would you like to visit? Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor.
No me joda que
What
tenía
authorized
que...
floor can I bring you to? Next stop, the finest
No me diga que
in the
tenía que
house.
haber llegado al ático. Jolín, podríamos haberlo hecho de una y saltarnos 3 pantallas de carga. No es posible.
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The wasquitos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production. Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything?
Sí. Coger un pitillo. Yo no.
You have my attention. Insisted. That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime in the indeterminate future. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions. A picnic? I don't recall approving a private social gathering at the orchards. I'll have to make a note of this information. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Was there anything else? That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission. Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else? That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector. As if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility. Her commitment to her NDA was admirable. I'll make sure to accelerate the payout of her death benefits to her next of kin. Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Most of us recognize one another. Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered by one of our own. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention. This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't know how, but I feel it in my marrow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your hands. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now.
The misguided individual rifling through Ruth's belongings seems oblivious to our presence, Captain. Perhaps you should have a word with him.
De primera voy a subirme los niveles. 35. Hecho. Una vez que me sube estos dos, subiré estos dos también, porque no sé por qué me lo baja. Ahora tenemos 3. Alguien se acuerda de tu actividad, se está trasteando entre tus pertenencias. ¿Vas a permitir que se salga de Lila Moritas? Haga la doctora Godney para averiguar que podría haber descubierto en la autopsia de Cayetano. Y esta, vale, pues entonces esta es la de... Oye.
Oh, sweet gibbering law! Where'd you come from? Sorry, let me just get back in character. Whoa, 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 it's not what it looks like. Easy, friend. No need to get violent. There are as many reasons to spare my life as there are flavors in Rizzo's Spectrum vodka. I'll give you 2 reasons. First, I am a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Enterprise. And secondly, I'm just here doing a job for a VIP. Mascot's honor. I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Birdie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Birdie sent me to retrieve a message, something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was off his kilter. It's extremely difficult for me to tell you no. In fact, I'm experiencing enormous mental anguish
¿Y no tienen
right
calor con
now.
eso en la cabeza?
Will you meet me later, over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my employment contract, I will tell you everything I know about Ms. Bellamy's demise. I can't. I'm so incredibly sorry, but I can't. Please try and understand. I don't want to end up like Ms. Bellamy. Meet me over by the pilot house. It's the land complex with the big old engine that keeps us flying. I'll tell you everything I know, I swear.
No, si encima todo se va. Cabrito. Eso no es lo que quería. Eso tampoco. Vale, vamos de abajo arriba. Mira esta. Antes de nada. A ver. Si me funciona. No, no funciona.
What floor would you like to visit?
Aquí sí. Otra. ¿Dónde estoy yo? ¿Qué hay aquí? Vamos. A tantito se lleva a todos lados.
Here they come! Something!
Entonces, ¿qué hay? Hay aquí también. Sí, aquí también la entrada, justo en la entrada.
Feels good. Feels fine. What's out wearing a smile? Funny, giving me the chuckle. I just wanted to make you smile.
Real funny! Giving me the chuckles you are!
Oh, look here. I could use a new pair of glasses.
Can't imagine where you misplaced your old pair.
Hey, you. Come take a look. Hey, you look like you need some stuff. Fancy watch? Spare cufflink? Single earring? You want it, I've got it.
A ver. Ahora no tienen nada. Esto no merece la pena. Uy. No merece la pena. Vale. No tiene nada de momento. Vale, perfecto. Es por allá. Ah, que esto va entre... Que es una... Vale. Van colgando entre islas. O asteroides, yo que sé lo que son.
You're sure he's not in the museum?
Y por aquí. Por aquí. Vale, está aquí dentro.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life. Excellent observation, Inspector. Have you deduced a possible cause of death? Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler. Yes, Inspector. The Needler. Bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon Helen. Famously deployed by Halcyon Helen in Terror on Monarch. This weapon was responsible for executing the Chief of the Savages, played by Spencer Woolridge. This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
No sé por qué, pero me lo llevo.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Ahí.
This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected. Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages is strictly prohibited under Rizzo's company law. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material. Closest match. Counterfeit spirits available at the Piraeus spaceport.
Vale. Hay alguna discrepancia más por ahí. 4 segundos. No. Vale. Por aquí no hay nada más. Está en la puerta.
Customer, if you intend to use this telescope for sightseeing purposes, please cleanse the eyepiece prior to skin-to-metal contact.
Pero no me dejo usarlo. En serio no sé para qué me lo recomienda. Wow. Ah, mira, típico. $65 para piratear. Vaya hombre. ¿Dónde? Ahí, no lo veo.
Hope you've been enjoying your stay.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka.
Invasive contaminants detected.
Ah. ¿Es el único que ha visto cómo el robot ha desaparecido?
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and... Welcome to the Piraeus spaceport.
Well...
What do you think you're doing? Don't let me get you again, all right?
Vale, ahora sí. A ver. Busca a ver, tío. Para dormirse con la mascota ahí, y que ahora se oculta la galaxia del puerto espacial. Vale, si voy para acá, 900. Si cojo este, 110. Vamos a este. Arriba. ¿Cómo subo?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Mira, una forma de subir, leche. Aquí. No. Hola.
Inspector, not a moment too soon. I've just finished my autopsy report. Ruth Bellamy was killed by plasma damage to the upper vertebrae, the occipital bone, and the cerebellum. If it's any consolation, her death was instantaneous and painless. I've also discovered a poisonous compound in Miss Bellamy's stomach lining ingested during her last meal. Toxic, but not enough to kill her. Spencer Woolrich complained of a stomach ailment around the same time period. I assumed he was being, you know, Spencer. But now I'm not so sure. Oh, most certainly. Well, possibly they were trying to make her extremely uncomfortable, but I suppose killing her would also satisfy that criterion. The thought occurred to me. I tested this hypothesis by vacating the contents of my stomach and testing for the presence of the same toxin.
Nice.
Slightly elevated levels of mercury and an alarming amount of blue food coloring. But other than that, no. I'm certain it wasn't, as you put it, just the hotel food. Almost certainly. Well, possibly they were trying to make her extremely uncomfortable, but I suppose killing her would also satisfy that criterion. Conversations with Mr. Woolrich tend to spontaneously transform into monologues. You'll find him on the VIP guest floor. I'd best return to work, Inspector. Autopsies always whet my appetite, and all this talk of food is distracting me.
Tengo recensión y Spencer. ¿Tú está por aquí? Sí. No me importa.
The brochure never mentioned anything about WASP.
Hola.
The Grand Colonial Front Desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector? I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it. That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please. My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Sí, madre que lo parió.
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see. So she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed. Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry. That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism. Ah, Birdie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I've a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Birdie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split. Her deal? Not making them. I'd laugh at my own comment, but everyone knows there's no bigger joke than the prophet of profitability herself. Didn't you hear Helen's interview? That woman is the definition of humbuggery. Anyone who gives her the time of day is a right fool. I mean, Spencer Woolrich has taken several of her productivity seminars, and look where it got him. Don't waste your time. If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade. That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you? Then I guess we'll have to see if you find Helen's murderer, won't we? Myself? And all of the staff at the Grand Colonial will be rooting for you, Inspector.
Perfecto. Ahora vamos por el otro.
What floor would you like to visit? If you see Black Hole Birdie, be sure to get an autograph for me. Just joking. I've already got one.
Uy. Ahora. ¿Qué raro ha sido eso? Todo terreno listo. Ya empezamos con los... A esto, chaval. Ahora. Hola.
About time you arrived. I see you haven't dressed the way I asked you to, but I suppose that was expecting too much of a non-industry lout. Expect a complaint to management. Now, unless you'd like to waste more of my time, I suggest we begin rehearsing. Ready? You've fallen right into my trap, Captain. Oh, don't bother to fight back. You cannot hope to stop me from installing philosophism as the system's reigning ideology. How does the scenery taste? Good, I trust. Wait a moment. You're not wearing a bellhop's ID, which must mean you're not Owen's understudy. That man can't even be relied upon to find his own replacement. Oh, no, this is curious indeed. Who are you? And how did you get in here? You're here to investigate me? Oh, I assure you, I'm nothing special. Just an old crook with more money than time. That was a quote from The Retiree's Revenge, in which I played an ex-thief turned decrepit old man. But, of course, I'm certain you already recognized it. Now, what shall I sign first? Your weapon? Your wallet? Or perhaps something a little more personal? Undergarment signatures have been popular of late, or so I've heard.
¿Qué me dice?
Do you mean to say you're not a fan?
No.
Well, then how did you get in here? The only staffer cleared for guest room entry is the inspector for Bellamy's murder.
¿He dicho que era yo?
Oh. Oh! Hello. Hi. Terribly sorry, Inspector. I didn't realize it was you. Understand that I am beyond willing to comply with your search for the fiend that did Bellamy in. You know, now that I look at you, you're the perfect reflection of me. Back when I starred in the Marauder's Bane. The absolute picture of justice. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer. Certainly. But one quick question before we begin, if I may. How was it that Bellamy met her end? How awful. Whoever did this must have been quite heartless. I was meditating, of course. That's how I get into character. Respectfully, Inspector, it is rather counterproductive to commune with others while meditating. All actors have their methods, and this has been mine ever since I met that wonderful prophet of profitability. She taught me it for my role in The Unemployed Cometh. I had to lie face down on artificially heated pavement. The director wanted our suffering to be convincing. Needless to say, being able to leave my body helped to mitigate the pain, both during the 8-hour shoot and with the second-degree burns afterwards. I owe that woman much. Yeah, actually, only since I've been at the Colonial. The Unemployed Cometh was shot on site. That makes it, a few weeks. I cannot recommend her services enough. If you haven't been to see her yet, you really should. I'll answer whatever you wish. Bellamy has been my co-star throughout the autumn of my career. I should like to think I knew her. In fact, I cannot name a single role in the last 10 years that did not involve her in some way, unless you count the uncredited silent shopkeep on Melissa's Meteoroids. Oh, it wasn't. And don't think I haven't picked up on your tone. Resenting Bellamy is one thing, but killing her is another completely. It's also beneath me. Oh, come now, Inspector. What do you take me for? I'm an old man. I neither have the time nor the willpower to kill people for fun. Besides, I have my reputation to think of. I suppose that is enough on that grim subject. Indeed. The agonizing bowel pain was most undignifying. While I've certainly had no shortage of inadequate hotel meals, this was most explicitly pronounced. I suspect poison. And who would be most likely to poison me but Chef Anwar? Oh, we've clashed almost non-stop about his slop preparation. He must have tainted my meal in retaliation. How alarming! Whoever targeted her was certainly targeting me. I can only thank my ironclad constitution that I'm standing here before you. Oh, that's very good to know. Perhaps the poisoner simply meant to incapacitate us both, disrupt the product launch. I couldn't say, Inspector. I'm merely an actor. None that I can think of. I treat all hotel staff equally, and with the minimum level of respect that they deserve. Is that a jibe? Could you imagine the tabloid headlines? Spencer Woolrich, Aetherwave star, spotted in gastronomic distress. Oh, unseemly hardly describes the half of it. Very well, then.
What? Vámonos.
What floor would you like to visit? To the lobby we go.
La imagen que no es la de siempre. Este es el chef.
Yes? Are you here for the double rack of smoked sprat? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to wait. Oh, don't give me that look. Let me see if I can pencil you in for later. Actually, what am I saying? I can't do that. I'm booked for the next month. You'll have to make a reservation. You're the inspector? Here? Why? I mean, you may ask me whatever you want. I have nothing to hide. Of course I did. I would never allow anyone else to touch the meals of so important a guest. Oh, my law, this is the end, isn't it? My mother always warned me that the culinary world was too dangerous, but I didn't heed her warnings. Okay, I wasn't the one who did it, but I might have been mistaken when I said I was constantly watching Helen's food. Spencer Woolrich and Bellhop Owens were underfoot in the kitchen as I was preparing Helen's meal. Either one of them could have tampered with the food when I was fetching ingredients. Mr. Woolrich often finds the hotel's meals wanting. He seems to enjoy complaining in person. While I could appreciate someone with a discerning palate for once, I believe that Mr. Woolrich simply enjoys the attention he gets from us. Though don't tell him I said as much. If you wish to speak with him, Mr. Woolrich can most likely be found in his suite on the VIP guest floor. He's usually there if he's not poking around here. I understand your reluctance, but... Oh, I just remembered. The kitchen security camera. It'll prove I'm telling the truth about everything. Constable Keene has access to the security footage in her office at the spaceport. If you visit her, you can figure out what truly happened with Helen's meal. Well, it's a breach of professionalism, of course. Why else would I worry about it? No, I don't think that's the case. Sorry to disappoint you. I may have taken some time to engage in a teensy bit of recreational drinking, and consequently, I may have been somewhat less than coherent after preparing Helen's meal. Yes, but not specifically. Owens often procures exotic ingredients from the creatures at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Our guests can be rather particular. Let's not talk about the incident with the Raptidon pheromone glands. It's always hard to say when Owens might be back. If I were you, I'd make a trek to the reserve myself. Otherwise, who knows how long you'll have to wait. Thank you for your understanding, Inspector. I'm sure you'll find the true culprit before long.
Qué fácil es subir de nivel, tú. A ver, de primera, diario. Habla con el botón. Tenemos aquí otra ventaja. Aquí. Aquí. A ver, ¿qué hago? La defensa, 10 puntacos. Perfecto. Bueno. Puta madre.
feels right. Cycle complete.
Esto.
Supposed to be watching the wilderness checkpoint.
Did you know that raptidon claws carry bacteria and have the potential to cause organic death due to massive amounts of blood loss?
Uy, sí, qué guapo ese, ¿no?
Here they come.
Since is resistant to creo.
Perfecto. No me ese trabajo. Ah, tú, en la cocina había una factura de botones. Una incremencia y no la he...
Bring me down. Make you smile.
¿Cómo se llama? Cría de parásito. Vamos otra vez a la cocina a ver la... Vamos a la cocina a analizar la incongruencia esa. Aquí, no. Aquí.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis of this stovetop reveals an alarming degree of grease buildup, approximating proximity to volatile gases and chemicals. Chances of an explosive combustion upon next use currently at 92.9%. Searching slug work logs. No work log found. Creating conjecture. Slug has likely not fixed this issue due to a lack of responsibility on the part of their employees. Most corporations have regular cleaning procedures to prevent damage to company property. Slug, already unlike most corporations in a variety of ways, does not. That or the employees tasked with inspecting are shirking their duties. For shame.
A ver.
Wait, bad idea!
Performing scan. Gaslight appears to have gone out some time ago. Chance of explosive combustion without gaslight, 0.01%.
Uy, casi.
Timeline discrepancy. This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee. This hypothesis is plausible, but requires additional information. Correct. Bertie Black Hole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel. Accessing guest database, B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001. This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
No, vale, bueno, podemos irnos. Ahora para arriba.
Here they come!
Don't you frown at me!
Vamos a ver.
Customer.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground don't like that much.
Error. Organization Sluglight not found in registry.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw! Well, you ain't gonna stick that nose anywhere ever again. Regret? Regret? I regret nothing! You're going down!
Caution! Infestation encroaching! Are not equipped.
Ay, muerto, ¿en serio? No me lo creo. Vale, vamos a ver. Esto voy a quitarlo porque no tengo... No tengo pistola. Voy a ponerme esto por ahora.
I don't like...
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Floodlight Underground don't like that much.
He's trying so hard. It's actually kind of sad.
Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw! You want to say that again, pal? Quick, everyone! Get him!
Se ha quedado.
Watch out! Don't mess with me! Pass that over!
SAM units never led substances from continuing efforts. Sensors indicate a decaying body in the area.
No me lo creo, tío, 2 veces seguidas.
Customer.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you. Been...
Error.
Should have kept... Well, you ain't good. Woolly piss! Why'd we decide to do this? Hey, any chance we could reschedule? Yeah, maybe do this whole showdown business, never? Don't need to tell us twice. Come on, all. Let's get the hell out of here.
No me lo creo. ¿Así sin más el largado?
Greetings, non-criminally associated individual. The Rizzo's constabulary is currently not closed due to a sprat infestation. Bureaucratic processes are currently suspended. At present, criminal reports do not require paperwork. Please lament only in marked lamentation zones. Please speak clearly into this unit's recording instruments. All requests for security footage require a nominal compulsory bribe. Is that acceptable? Error. Bit processing unit has been removed, temporarily surpassing bit fee request. Funds will be requested from Rizzo's leadership with interest at a later date. Delivering footage. Thank you for your patronage. If you would like a wine recommendation to pair with that footage, please submit the requisite request forms. Is there any other assistance this unit may provide?
No, paso.
Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with an expired permit. Please explicate your defense into this unit's recording equipment.
De todas maneras, el arma clásica del famoso pirata espacial, pistola y jardinero conocido como Astro Acero.
Error. Unit's permit reading equipment was updated only last week. Please tell a different lie.
Tell a different... You're a mechanical. You ain't got the foggiest idea whether I'm telling the truth or not.
Correct. Criminal. However, Constable King has decreed that this unit will remain.
Oh no. No, 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 no.
Submit a confession.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Restarting converse.
An aberration in the expected timeline for this organic being has occurred. Behold, the body of Maria Keene, formerly the constable of the Eridanos atmospheric complex. No signs of life detected. Maria Keene is survived by no known relatives. Your expletive is appropriate, Inspector. This unit concurs. The cause of death was likely violent, and the attack intentional. Multiple puncture wounds detected along the frontal bone and between the clavicle. Furthermore, the location and circumference of exit wounds suggest a firearm with unconventional ammunition. Yes, Inspector. These entry wounds match the profile previously detected on the Rizzo's Rangers mascot. Constable Maria Keene was likely killed by someone wielding the needler. These casings are too minuscule for conventional small-caliber firearms. Each casing resembles a lancing needle used for medical and surgical purposes. High concentration of potassium chloride detected. Trace amounts of neurotoxin detected. These substances show the highest concentration near the entry and exit wounds. Cardiac arrest, rather than physical trauma, is the most likely cause of death. Your memo has been noted. This unit has been programmed to offer encouragement during moments of emotional strain. Banter protocol activated. We'll find the Sprat bastards responsible, Inspector.
Vámonos.
Error. Information on recent exchange lost. Restarting conversation. Greetings, criminal. This unit would employ. Greetings, criminal. This unit would implore you to confess to your crime of landing with
Ahora que el principal sospechoso es Spencer. Enfréntate a él en su suite de la planta P de la Gran Colonia y descubre qué tiene que decir al respecto. ¿Qué hace este primero? No le he dado. Ahora, vamos a hacer un viaje más cercano. Y vamos a dejarlo ahí por el momento. Yo creo que ha sido el Billy ese o el Spencer. Pero bueno. Vamos a dejar aquí. En el siguiente episodio nos ocupamos de el profeta de la rentabilidad y el otro. No olvidéis darle like, suscribiros si os ha gustado. Y nada, dicho esto, un saludo y hasta luego.